What is up, YouTube singers? What is up, CKVX Studios, friends and family? Thank you all for coming to episode 2 of my new vlog, vocal video or video vocal log. Welcome back. First of all, thank you all so much for the incredible, super nice comments and welcoming, beautiful things you all said. I really appreciate that. As I said, it's a little tough for me to start getting these videos out consistently, and y'all welcome me back with huge open arms to the YouTube community, and that means a lot, so thank you very much. And on the last video, I even said, where I talked a little bit about musicians versus singers, I said, I want to hear some questions in the comments section, and y'all delivered, and I think they're going to be coming in as time goes on more and more. It's only been up a couple days, but first things first, wanted my buddy Hector Madrigal, he said, welcome back, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Thank you, Hector, you're my man. He said, I consider those singers you talk about as artists. You could be the best at pitch control, technique, breath support, reading music, etc., and that makes you a musician, but not an artist. I think we both think the same, but with different names anyways, comma, you still rule, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Thanks again, Hector. You're pretty badass. You rule too, Hector. You rule too. You are my friend. Cheers, Hector. Everyone put your drink up. Cheers, Hector. It is a wine night because it is sleeting at the beginning of spring in Tennessee, and I have no idea why, but that's what it's doing. So it is definitely a wine night. Plus, I had a 4-hour gig last night. We actually finally started doing Kansas Carry On Wayward Son in our set, and that is a super fun song, but I think the fourth note into it is a high C and a nice mix. And the fourth, and it's a cappella, by the way, the beginning of it. If you've ever sung that song, you know the challenge. And so once again, it is a wine evening. I've taken the day off. I taught a little bit today, and I've taken most of the day off, a little break from singing, just doing some guitar stuff and just relaxing this evening. And I thought a perfect night for another Chris Keller VX Studios vlog post. And your host, Christopher Douglas Keller here. And anyway, so yeah, thanks again for the comments from last week. From Sunday. And thank you, Hector, for saying that. And it's true. I do think we are definitely thinking the same. There are musicians and there are singers. You could also say there are musicians and there are artists. I think what Hector and I are both agreeing on, it's just the terminology, terminology is whatever it is. I could also say to Hector, but what is music but art? If you're a musician or you're not an artist. But then you could say, what is a singer but a musician, because they're the singing instrument, and that is art in itself, right? So you can look at a whole bunch of terminology, but the truth is, if you're focusing on something simple as just scales and exercises, and your focus is always tone and all these other little things, you're really missing out on music. You're missing out on the whole point. I know some people enjoy the technical side of it. It's a hobby to them. That's completely cool. But I will also say most of my students that come to me that want to get good, they come to me because they want to sing. They have certain singers they aspire to be like. And they end up getting caught up in a lot of the technical stuff, watching a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of other stuff like that. And they kind of miss out on the joy of enjoying the craft of what they do. And that in itself comes from actual applying, application to the technical things and applying that to the actual music world. And if you all saw the last vlog I did, that's one of the things I want to do with this vlog, is bridge that gap between the technical world, the vocal technique world. Today we are going to work on this vocal technique, and we are going to do this and make sure my larynx is neutral and my digastric muscle is loose. we're going to hit this note, and then we are going to hit this note on this particular scale. Let's start nice and light. Relax, sit up properly, mum. And I know there's a lot of that stuff, and it's not wrong. I've done years and years of that kind of stuff. It's not wrong, but at the same time, you have to get out and sing, and not all of us know how to do that. It's true, not all of us know how to do that. There's a lot of instructional videos, there's a lot of technical videos on YouTube, but we don't know how to just get out and sing. And that's what we're doing here. And today, I wanted to hit the concept of practicing. Are you practicing, or are you whatever you're doing? I don't know. You could do whatever for 2 hours, but are you actually accomplishing something? Practicing is in itself extremely simple. It's the act of working at one particular technique or two kind of techniques, maybe three, and focusing on those, primarily those, for a good, I actually think it's good to do for 20 minutes. No more. I think 20 minutes is actually a good, reasonable amount of efficient time to focus and learn, and then move on and do whatever you want the rest of the day. You could do anything. You could do something non-music related, or you can actually just sing and have fun the rest of the day. That's the point. And if you put 20 minutes into actual practicing a day where you can actually focus, you can get so much done. And I like 20 minutes because as a musician, as an artist myself, I understand it's very difficult to focus. Focus can be very hard to do as a musician. It can be very hard to do as an artist. We get distracted very easily. So if you're saying, I'm going to sit and practice for 2 hours a day, I'm going to take it very seriously, chance of you actually accomplishing a lot within those 2 hours is kind of slim. If you focus for those 2 hours and you actually focus well, you can learn so much gradually, day after day. It all adds up. It all adds up. There's no get-rich-quick scheme to it. If you say, I'm going to practice 3 hours a day and I'm going to get this note, you could, but is that what a musician does? Is that what somebody who's really perfected their craft, is that how they do it? Yes, if they can focus for 3 hours, definitely. But if you can only really focus for a good 20 minutes, focus for 20 minutes. And by that I also mean, if you have 3 techniques, let's say, to focus on. Let's say there's, in the lesson or something, your vocal coach told you, you need to make sure you take a bigger breath. Make sure you open your mouth more. Make sure you give me more consonants. Simple as that. Those are 3 very basic, simple things. Bigger breaths, open your mouth, make sure the consonants are nice and geminated. Make sure they're very strong, yet not forced. Make sure they are present. You can focus on that for 20 minutes. Big breath, dropping the jaw, consonants. 20 minutes. You start, whatever time it may be, 8:20, and by 8:40, you're done. And guess what? After that's done, you can do whatever you want the rest of the day. The next day, those are the 3 things your vocal coach told you to work on. Work on those things. Big breaths, drop the jaw, work on those consonants. Simple as that. For those 20 minutes, that is your goal, that is your focus. Your focus and goal is not to sing awesome. It's not to get the best tone you can possibly get. It's to practice those 3 simple things. Because what happens is you keep doing that day after day after day, even though it's just 20 minutes, it's 20 minutes of real practicing, real solid practicing. And if you stop at 20 minutes, let's say you didn't get it. Let's say it really was tough. Like I focused on it for 20 minutes, but I didn't get it yet. That was really hard. Okay, guess what? Hit it again tomorrow. Because if you keep going past that 20 minutes, you're going to get burnt out. And if you get burnt out, you're going to start getting down on yourself. And if you start getting down on yourself, you're not going to enjoy singing. Therefore, what do you end up doing? Getting caught up, kind of going in a loop. You start going in this weird feedback loop of practice technique, but if I can't get the technique, I can't sing the song. If I can't sing the song, I'm not enjoying it, but I need to keep working at it. You'll never get anywhere. I promise you, you'll never get anywhere. So 20 minutes, as soon as you're done, be done, move on, sing whatever you want. Don't worry about it. The technique, those 20 minutes of solid, real, efficient practice will start adding up. And in 2 weeks, a month, 6 months, those 20 minutes turn into a lot of real practice time, and you're gradually getting better and better. In 6 months, if you actually do 100 hours a week of practicing, 5 20-minute sets, oh my gosh, the possibilities are absolutely endless what you can achieve. But you got to be patient. You got to do the 20 minutes thing. You got to focus. And like I said, it's amazing what you can accomplish. So all my singers, all my friends and family from the CKVX Studios world, I want y'all to practice, whatever it may be, whatever I told you, if you're one of my students. Another vocal coach, let's say you're practicing guitar or piano, or hell me, I'm practicing this whole vlog thing. I actually have to practice this. This is new to me. I'm learning things. This time I thought I'd try the headphones. My dog is over there shaking, by the way, so I have to figure out how to get him to calm down while I'm doing this. Zeus, come here. Come here, buddy. Want to say hi? Oh, now he's coming around the test. Come here. Come here. This is Zeus's name. He signed this, by the way. Come here. He's my co-host. Come here, buddy. This is Zeus. He's my co-host. How you doing, my buddy? Yes, you good? Yes, he's also my assistant when I do my vocal coaching. All my students see him sitting back there. He knows more vocal coaching than I guess most people. He sits and he listens to me. He knows everything I do wrong, and he hears everything my students do. So he is the best vocal coach on the planet. He's $5,000 an hour. If you'd like to work with Zeus, please get at me. Keep it up, Zeus. Keep it up, buddy. But anyway, so thanks y'all for watching. Yes, I know you are the best. You are the best vocal coach of all time. Yes, you are. Yes, and you can sing too. He's got a big, deep. He's a low bari, maybe a bass. He's definitely a low bari though. He's a low bari. He's got a big, deep bark, don't you, buddy? Yes, you do. So, but anyway, y'all, thank you so much. Subscribe, and we'll just keep this going. Give me vocal questions in the comments. Please do. The more questions, the more videos I'm going to keep doing. Throughout several lessons last year, I actually started making a list of things to actually cover. And so I'm probably going to start hitting that list as well. But I would love to do it in real time where y'all can actually put comments and just do it that way. I guarantee we'll end up covering a lot of the same stuff. And actually, too, it's really important that I answer what y'all have. So I'm available for lessons. Hit me up. And anyway, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, and I will catch y'all next time. Thank you.